Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Blooming with Chef Ash, featuring me, your favorite personal chef. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make my fave garlic cheddar bay biscuits. So if you want to learn how to make my biscuits, stay tuned for this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified when I release a new video. Stay safe, guys. Stay blessed.
Could be a magnet. Why they moving like a dot? She be thinking out the box, baby. You could be a magnet. Fill her neck around with pearls, cause she plan to rule the world. The path of a queen's introduction. Her pain.
Okay guys, so the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Now, you are going to cube 9 tablespoons of unsalted butter and make sure that the butter is extremely cold. The colder the better. And you're going to add that to 2 cups of flour. And right now I am getting 1 teaspoon of garlic. Now I'm adding also a teaspoon of sea salt. And then you're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So this recipe is extremely easy, guys. If you love Red Lobster biscuits, these are even better because they're made from scratch and you can make them at home yourself. So now you're going to whisk all the ingredients until everything is well blended. And then once I mix this, I'm going to go in with my hands and kind of just crumble the mixture, the butter, because it's extremely cold. It will resemble, you want it to resemble like crumbs. It's supposed to be a crumb texture when it's done. So you're just going to crumble as much as you can. And as I mentioned, these are very easy to make. It takes less than 30 minutes. So now you're going to add in a cup of milk. I'm using unsweetened almond milk, but whatever milk you prefer, you can definitely go ahead and use. And now, as you can see, since I have gloves on, I'm just going to go in with my hands and mix this mixture together. And now you're going to add in, I have about, you can add between 1 cup and a cup and a half of freshly shredded cheddar cheese. I like mine's really cheesy, so I usually do a cup and a half. And you're just going to incorporate that into your flour mixture. So when you're all done, this you kind of want this mixture to be in between dry and wet. So it should be sticky. Should make sure that it's sticky. I start off with a cup of milk, but more times than not, I do have to add like a dash more of milk just to make sure that it's not too dry. So as you can see, I'm going to go in again and add a little bit more. See, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. Because you want it to not be dry, but like I mentioned, you don't want it to be too wet as well. So now what I'm doing, I'm just using a tablespoon to help guide my measurements for each scoop of flour. And you're going to just make this into like a little ball, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You kind of want it to be like a drop biscuit. So if you have a scooper, like a small ice cream scoop, you can use that as well. But you're kind of just going to form these little lumps one by one. And I lined my baking pan with parchment paper. You can also, if you have baking mats, you can use a baking mat. But I recommend if you don't have either and you want to use aluminum foil, you can still use aluminum foil, but I definitely would suggest that you spray the aluminum foil with cooking spray so that the biscuits do not stick. So this will make you about, depending on how big you make your balls, you should get between like 16 and 20. I think the most one time I made was like 20 or 22. So yes, you can make them smaller, you can make them larger, whatever your preference is, but definitely make sure that you make the full flour mixture because these are highly addictive. I don't make these too often because, you know, the bread, the cheese, the butter, but they're so delicious and my clients really enjoy them, as I know you and your family will as well. So you're just going to continue this until you're all done. So I'm about to pop these in the oven for about 16 to 18 minutes or until they're lightly golden brown. So now I took these out of the oven and what I did was I melted about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm adding in a dash of garlic powder and then some dry parsley. Now, if you have a brush, I would definitely suggest you use a brush. I don't know where I put my brush at, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a spoon. But you're just going to take a little bit and lightly just pour that on top of each biscuit. It doesn't need much because remember we already incorporated a lot of butter into the flour mixture, but it's just really nice when you go ahead and bite into the biscuit to have that nice melted fresh butter on top with a little parsley and another added extra hint of garlic. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. This is a very fast, quick tutorial on how to make my garlic cheddar biscuits. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely go ahead and leave a like, comment, share with your friends. I hope that you all try this recipe. I know you'll definitely enjoy it. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Just Like Mamos so you can see daily food posts. I post a lot of motivational messages on my page. You can see my stories and videos. And here are the final results, guys. Isn't that delicious? Oh my gosh. Definitely thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone stays blessed.